Passing before you now are the pipes and drums of the Brigade of Midshipmen. Created in 1996 through an endowment of the class of 1961, the pipes and drums perform in various venues in support of the Brigade of Midshipmen and Naval Academy alumni. Each band member wears the Polaris tartan, which was designed for the officers and men of the American submarine base at Holy Lodge, Scotland, and a kilt pin with the class of 1961 crest embedded within the envelope. Passing before you now are the 89 members of the United States Naval Academy Drum and Bugle Corps. Founded in 1914, it is the oldest active drum and bugle corps in the nation. The corps traces its beginnings back to a small group of musically talented midshipmen attending a baseball game between the Naval Academy and its neighbor, St. John's College. From that small beginning, the United States Naval Academy Drum and Bugle Corps has grown and currently performs more than 200 times per year at parades, formations, football games, and concerts in support of not only the Brigade of Midshipmen, but Navy fans all over the world. Is the Brigade of Midshipmen, led by the midshipmen officers of the class of 2016. The more than 4,000 men and women of the brigade are organized into 2 regiments, 6 battalions, and 30 companies. Each company is designated by a navy blue and gold guide-on flag. These midshipmen represent every state in the Union, its territories, and 34 foreign countries. This parade field is rich in history and tradition. These men and women march in the footsteps of many famous Navy and Marine Corps officers and all graduates who have served with distinction in both peace and war. We are pleased to have with us the great class of 1980, celebrating their 35th reunion on the Army weekend. Welcome back to your Naval Academy. We are also pleased to have with us the parents of the class of 2017 for second class Parent Weekend. Congratulations and welcome back to the North.
put head down on one. Down on two. That's probably
Please remain standing for the posting of the colors. ladies and gentlemen, your United States Naval Academy Band. On the Command Officers Center, all unit commanders and guidons come forward and salute the brigade commander. This affords the commander an opportunity to give her officers any last-minute instructions or encouragement, either for the battle as in the past, or for the parade today. Reviewing today's parade is the Honorable Ray Mavis, the 75th Secretary of the Navy. A native of Ackerman, Mississippi, Secretary Mavis is responsible for an annual budget in excess of $170 billion and leading almost 900,000 people. He has worked to improve the quality of life of sailors, Marines, and their families, decrease the department's dependence on fossil fuels, strengthen partnerships with industry and other nations, and increase the size of the Navy fleet. His shipbuilding efforts have reversed the decline of the Navy's fleet and will increase it to more than 300 ships by the end of the decade, despite fiscal constraints. Leading the world's only global Navy, Secretary Mavis has traveled over 1 million miles and visited over 140 countries and territories and 43 states to talk with the sailors and Marines forward deployed around the world, maintain and develop international relationships, and reconnect the American public with the Navy and Marine Corps, which he calls America's Away Team. Welcome aboard, sir. Joining Secretary Mavis in the reviewing party is the representative of the class of 1980, Vice Admiral Frank Pandolf, United States Navy. Also reviewing today's parade are Vice Admiral Ted Carter, United States Navy, Superintendent of the Naval Academy, and Colonel Steve Liszewski, United States Marine Corps, Commandant of Midshipmen. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we extend honors to the reviewing party. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of the traditional service songs, Anchors Aweigh, and the Marines Hymn. The brigade is commanded by Midshipman Captain Margot Dara of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Supporting today's parade from the Severn River and providing the blue and gold finisher backdrop is the Varsity Offshore Sailing Team and the fleet of Navy 44-foot sailboats led by Midshipman Lieutenant Andy Vaughn of Camden, North Carolina. The Naval Academy Band is under the direction of Lieutenant Commander Diane Nichols. The drum major is Chief Musician James Hurd. Midshipman Lieutenant Jim Katina of Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Regiment is commanded by Midshipman Commander Michael Sapio of Ovila, California. Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Brian Prohaska of Piscataway, New Jersey. Is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Lyle Pusala of Oxnard, California. Second Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant James Lee of Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. Commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant French Mache of Omaha, Nebraska. Is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Greg Wilcox of Darien, Connecticut. Fifth Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Peter Goodwin of Pasadena, California. Second Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Sidney Hemphill of Houston, Texas. Sixth Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Cooper Ansell of Shawnee, Oklahoma. Seventh Company Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Sarah Fink of Roswell, Georgia. 8th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant John Paul Manglini of Mansfield, Texas. 9th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Jacob Mendelson of Owego, New York. 10th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Uriah Islander of Hollis, Maine. 3rd Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Colin Magero of Southington, Connecticut. 11th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Orion Rollins of Hollywood, Florida. 12th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Mitchell Bettini of New Hamburg, New York. 13th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Stephen Rydell of Mountain Lake, New Jersey. 14th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant William Young of Asheville, North Carolina. 15th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Matty Pascal of Scottsdale, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Passing before you now is the color guard, with Midshipman 4th Class Hayek carrying our national ensign, Midshipman 4th Class Hall carrying the Brigade of Midshipman flag, Midshipman 4th Class Poyer with the battle colors of the United States Marine Corps, and Midshipman 4th Class Runnell with the colors of the United States Navy. The riflemen are Midshipman 4th Class Bank Hopkins and Midshipman 4th Class Monji. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Pipes and drums is led by Midshipman Ensign Daniel Brad of Fredericksburg, Virginia. The drum major is Midshipman 2nd Class Raj Patel of New York, New York. The 2nd Regiment is commanded by Midshipman Commander Caroline Zotti of Brownsville, Maryland. 4th Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Ian Shaw of Temecula, California. 16th Company, the Color Company, is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Rocky Mancini of Litchfield, Connecticut. The midshipmen of the Color Company have distinguished themselves as the most proficient in the brigade in areas of academics, military professionalism, and naval skill. 17th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Eric Oliver of Chicago, Illinois. 18th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Claire Thatcher of Orange, California. 19th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Anthony Romanoli of Hampton Bays, New York. 20th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Moira Kimmel of Kiowa, Kansas. 5th Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Kristen Carpenter of Moyock, North Carolina. 21st Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Jacob Garrett of Newport Beach, California. 22nd Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Jimmy Lawson of Brooklyn, New York. 23rd Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Andrew Luania of Wheaton, Illinois. 24th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Kate Zelikowski of Escondido, California. 25th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Abby Gross of Princeton, New Jersey. 6th Battalion is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Commander Dave Savage of Cape May, New Jersey. 26th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Junior Grade Zach Borchardt of Westchester, Pennsylvania. 27th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Cassidy Payne of Denver, Colorado.
26th commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Rex Montez of Grapevine, Texas. 29th Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Jamie Francona of Brookline, Massachusetts. Company is commanded by Midshipman Lieutenant Tyler McCarthy of Washington Township, New Jersey.